Hiya, my name is Matthew, and I'm a drum teacher at primary schools, and I also do drum workshops all across the UK. During Corona, I've been doing Zoom drum workshops, so a follow-along session where I dish out various African or world-inspired rhythms for you, the viewers, to play along with. Have a go now on your lap, or just take it in. I'm open to any ideas and suggestions as well. So I tend to do, I can do a 40-minute or to an hour long session. I find is really nice. And I work through 3 African rhythms, spend about 10 minutes on each one, break it down, play it at different speeds, vocalize it first before we play it with our hands. And also show you how to play drums with your hands. You've got 3 main sounds on the djembe. I also click a beat along to help as a metronome, which is really handy. Quite nice extra sound to hear as well in the session. I also do a really fun game, which I'll go into in a second. So I'll just sort of simulate one of the rhythms now. So this is an ancient African rhythm called the heartbeat rhythm, and another word for it is the nyabingi. And we do a flat palm, so you can sort of do a high five. So try that now if you feel like it. And we do a flat palm on the middle of the drum. By the way, I also recommend using pots and pans if you don't have a drum. Get the colander out, get yourself a wooden spoon or a wok is also really fantastic. And turn that spoon the opposite way around and give it a little dink. Try and find 3 tones. 2 is going to be okay. Try and find 3 tones. Just work different parts of that pan or instrument that you've got with you. Chopping board as well, chopsticks, that's also really cool. So yeah, flat palm, and I want you to go for the middle of the drum and literally kind of head height to shoulder height and just drop it. Yeah. Fantastic. Come off that drum too. Let it sing. Let's do the 3 sounds first. So that's your bass tone. Try both hands. If it's more comfortable, you can close those fingers up as well. And a bit quicker now. If you want, move those shoulders as well. Give that head a nod. Fantastic. Okay, so the slap is the second tone of the drum, and I want you to play from the knuckles here. That is going to make contact with the side of your drum, or use your second area on your pan. Maybe move further away from the middle this time. You can actually put your hand a bit higher up onto the stick, the wooden spoon itself, which will dampen the sound and make it sound different. So here we've got the side of the drum, and it's literally as it sounds. It's a slap, so let's really give it a slap. Yeah. Let's rumble. So fast as you can, fast as you can. Awesome. Nice bit of a shaker. Really good fun. Okay, so that was about there. Yeah, and again, you can actually do it with those fingers closed in as well. A more spreaded sound when we splay our fingers. The final tone is going to be the tap, and that is from here now, not from here, but from here upwards. And we kind of stiffen these, lock these fingers together now. And you can kind of work anywhere really up here, and it's that higher pitch sound we're going to get now. So all 3, you've got your bass tone, middle of the drum, your slap, and your tap. Bass, slap, tap. Bass, slap, tap. Bass, slap, tap. Excellent, you got the idea. Okay, so let's go on to that Nyabingi drum beat. We're going to use both hands. If you're right hand dominant, start with the right hand first. Left hand, start with the left. I want you to reverse everything I show you today. So it is literally that heartbeat. Let's try on our chest first, actually, if you feel comfortable, or your lap. Fantastic. Okay, let's try it on the drum now. I'll add this click as well. So when you're ready, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and love this one. So follow along best you can. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to slow it down just a little bit. And now I'd like you to add 1 beat. Now take it away. Back to the start. Excellent. So with this one, we even take one away. So you've just got the 1 beat, first or second one of the Nyabingi, or we can add more as well. And it's really fun just to see where it takes you. And everyone on the other end is getting something different. So they're hearing me come through. I usually have the microphones turned off because the bandwidth, internet speed's different. It's a bit can be a little bit chaotic when lots of people are, when you can hear multiple people coming through. If it's on Zoom, that is. So I suppose it's maybe I could perform some sessions, some guided follow-along drum beats, and pre-recorded, and people can play them back at home and play to them, or we could do a live Zoom session or another platform if you've got one where people can play along with me. And if there is a host that's doing the session with me, that's really helpful to turn on different people's microphone, or to get everyone's microphones turned on when we can go into the game. So let's talk about the game. So one of the games I do, it's called hasn't actually got a name, but I ask people to shout out random words. So for example, someone might type or say bubblegum, pie, trees, sky. So bubblegum, pie, trees, sky. So I kind of, I don't know, get 4, 5, 6, 7 words, put them together. Maybe 7's quite a bit long, but it kind of depends what people throw at me. So bubblegum, pie. Let's change it because my head's gone a bit now. So bubblegum, pie, pizza, sky. All right, so bubblegum, pie, pizza, sky. Okay, so follow along. Bubblegum, pie, pizza, sky. Bubblegum, pie, pizza, sky. Bubblegum, pie, pizza, sky. And you get the idea. So it's always really different, and people feel like they're a part of it. Suggestion of various words, which is a really good fun. Puts a smile on people's faces. So these sessions really, in this style, are geared up toward people of all ages, whether they've played before or not, and I slow these rhythms right down and break them down as well. So the next rhythm, let's talk about that, and the last one I'll do just for this video. This one's called Cuckoo, and it's a celebratory rhythm from West Africa. Very, very popular drum beat. It's actually played a lot throughout Africa. It's definitely one of those fire dance songs, celebration songs. So it goes bass, tone, tone, slap. So remember those three that we did? So we'll say it first. So bass, tone, tone, slap, bass, tone, tone, slap, bass, tone, tone, slap, bass, tone, tone, slap. And we get that going for a while, and then I ask people to move in to the clapping version. Excellent. Now let's try it on the drum. So follow along the best you can. Also bear in mind actually that if you feel comfortable and you're finding this too easy, I'd like you to use my drum beat as a baseline for your own rhythm making. So add some other beats, take some away, and maybe add a whole new drum beat on top. So you've got this a different kind of connection going on, different layered rhythms, if you're finding this a bit too easy. You can also pause the video at any point, play a bit quicker, and go off on your own rhythmical tangent. Okay, cool. So bass, tone, tone, slap, nice and slow. So this one goes right, right, left, right. Or the opposite, left, left, right, left. So I'm going to play it right-handed. It's up to you. So with this one we go right, right. So bass, tone, tone. So the right hand comes out for the bass and back in, back to the outside for the tone. Bass, tone, tone, slap, bass, tone, tone, slap, bass, tone, tone, slap, bass, tone, tone, slap. Play quicker and up to speed, it's like this. Sounds so good. You can really just sort of imagine that moment, that people dancing at that speed. So nice and slow again. So I'll put the click in now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass, tone, tone, slap, 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 bass. Thank you so much. I hope you've got the idea. One more thing as well I like to do in a session, and can do. Again, like I say, I'm open to ideas from you guys. Is an improvisation section. Some people have had really, really good feedback about this. It's okay, guys. So I'd like you now to play what rhythm comes to you. I'm going to keep a nice bass line, something very simple. You're welcome to join me. Even try taking one of these beats away, and even just having a listen. And if you get any ideas, can you play something of your own on top of this? So give it a go, don't worry, and just let the rhythm take you. And yeah, here we go. Fantastic. So taking away that slap, taking away the slap. Let's bring it back in. 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. And let's finish off with a rumble. Super. And another thing we could do is put everyone's microphones up and just at the end have a little play, or somewhere in the middle, gets everyone to hear different sounds. And it does sound a bit messy, but that's also kind of the fun of it. And just do that for a minute or two, let people just sort of hear each other. I also, at the start of the session, welcome and greet everyone, and individually, if they've got their cameras on. This is all based around Zoom, because that's what I've been working with so far, is I say hello to everyone by name, and I ask them to show up and hold up their instruments as well, and give that a little rattle or a shake as well. and that's a nice way just to connect with everyone that's joining the session. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm super passionate about drums. I love teaching, sharing, and making music with people. So if you like what you've heard today, or have got any other ideas of your own, please share them, and maybe I'll be working with you soon. Fingers crossed. Thank you very much. And thank you for the opportunity.